Welcome back, Hive Mind. This is Shalazar with Hive Mind Gaming coming at you with another Summoner's Glory video. Today we're going to take a look at, I shouldn't say nitpicking, but quality of life. These are suggestions. Now they have a little suggestion box that you can fill out, and they say that they'll send you free stuff if you fill out a suggestion and send it to them. So I just figured I would make a video. These are just little things that I found, and trust me, as I was making my list to go over, I'm a fairly new player. I'm just going to be completely honest. I'm a fairly new player. I've been playing, well, we can actually look. I think it's actually 13 days. 13 days. Yeah. I just picked up my 12th day today, so it's my 12th day. So I've been playing, a little less than 2 weeks. I've been having a ton of fun with the game, and there's still a lot that I need to learn and a lot that I'm doing wrong, and I'm okay with that because I'm just having fun with the game. So there are a few things that I feel could be better when it comes to quality of life. It's a fairly new game, so if you haven't played it yet, don't let this video just stop listening to just stop watching this video if you're a brand new player, because don't judge this game based on what I'm about to tell you, because it is a fairly new game. There's always issues with games when they're brand new, but for being brand new, it's pretty stellar. It's actually pretty good. So the first thing is the Grimoire. So if you go in here and you go to the Grimoire, there is this cool little book over here that's favorites, and it has these little extra things that you, as you collect these heroes, then you get these cool rewards. The problem is, you have to come in here and look, and remember to come in here and look every now and then to see what rewards you've earned by summoning champions. So my quality of life suggestion for that is to have a little red dot pop up there, and then on the favorites Grimoire there, to let us know that we actually have a reward. So just a beginners, all these suggestions are just beginners suggestions, like what would help a beginner, quality of life that would help a beginner. Okay. Next is the blacksmith. So when I'm dealing with the blacksmith and I want to melt, when I want to melt down something like gear, that kind of thing. So if I go in here and I melt something down, and now I've got my materials, I want to hit this arrow button and get back into the main menu for the blacksmith, and it just kicks us right out. So that may be just a bug or a mistake, but if anything, that would be a helpful fix / quality of life change to have that happen to where it goes back to the main menu for the blacksmith. So once you melt something down and get your materials, you can go right into boosting your equipment. So that was the next thing. So the next thing I would like to see changed is, for instance, when you go to do anything that requires vigor. So for instance, I come in here to my elemental lord and I click on this, and let's see, I can click on that to go max, but let's say I always do 30 attempts every time with this one group, but I don't have enough vigor. So when I try to send, it tells me I don't have enough vigor. What I would love to happen is when I try to send and I don't have enough vigor, that something pops up that says, hey, go to your stash, sends you it, a quick button that sends you to your stash, something like that, or even pops up and says, you have this in your stash, do you want to use it? Like a little pop-up window that gives you the option to actually use stuff that's in your stash already. That would be pretty helpful and keep us from having to click off of this, then going into our stash. Again, quality of life doesn't change the game at all. It just makes it simpler for a newer player. But, again, just quality of life. My next suggestion would be for summoning. My suggestion is to change the art for the single book compared to the 6 books. And the only reason why I suggest that is because you don't always pay attention to this ×6 up here. And I mean, not that it's a big deal from summoning 1 versus summoning 6. It's just, I don't know. I think it'd just be cooler if there was a different art, maybe a row of books, or just 2 books even, just to show that it's multiple books, anything like that to show that it's slightly different. So that would just be a simple suggestion for ease of understanding which one you're on. Again, doesn't affect the game at all. Just something that would be interesting and helpful. My next suggestion would also be to be able to change the names of your phantoms. I don't necessarily need to change my names and have other players see it. There's a lot of games out there that if I make a change to my phantoms, I'm the only one that sees the change. And to be honest, I'm the only one that wants to see. I mean, literally, I only want to be able to change the names or put a note by their name, so that if I have a champion that is set up for, running Goblin Trove or whatever instance, then I can put in there that's I can put that instance name next to his name, and that tells me that he's geared for Goblin Trove. Or if I decide to level two phantoms that are the exact same phantom, and I gear them differently, I know which one's geared which without having to go in to their kit and look them up. So I don't know. It's just it's a very irritating thing in other games like this, where you have a huge roster of champions and you're trying to figure out which one's which when you have multiples of champions, and it would just be a lot more helpful if we could somehow, even if we could just number them, give them numbers or pips or anything. I mean, anything that gives us the ability to label them, give them some kind of label, could help organize our champions better, or our phantoms better. So my next suggestions have to do with phantoms themselves. The first thing is this right here. I wish there was a way that this was bigger, this little scroll button. Whether I'm on my phone trying to scroll, or I'm on BlueStacks trying to click on it and scroll down. Because once you have a full roster of phantoms, it's very hard and cumbersome to constantly do this number, trying to go all the way to the bottom. And I know that I can switch it and go this way, or use my mouse wheel, or what have you. It would just be easier to be able to grab that, and sometimes you can, and that's the problem. Sometimes you can just grab that little bugger and just scroll down, and I can't get it. So I wish that was a little bit bigger, so that I could grab it with my finger when I'm on my phone or my mouse when I'm on BlueStacks. That would be fantastic. If you could fix that, oh my god, that would be a game changer. The other thing that has to do with phantoms, and it may be somewhere, I just haven't found it yet, and that is a phantom counter. How many I'm allowed to have, and how many I currently have. Because I get a pop-up all the time saying I can't summon anymore because I'm at my max. What's my max? If there's a counter, I don't know if I've ever seen it. And if I have, then it just went right over my head. But a great place to show it, there'd be two places that would be really good to show the counter. One is this little free space right here. That would be a perfect place to put a counter. The other place that would be a really good place to put a counter would be somewhere on this screen. I don't see a counter anywhere, but a big fat counter right here, or even here, there's a lot of open space on either side here, would be really fantastic. That way, everyone you would know where you're at, and you can go in and clean stuff out if need be when you see it getting to the red line. But anyway, that's just my suggestion on that. So my last suggestion for this video, anyway, my last suggestion is actually for these. And my suggestion is when you go in here and you collect it, and then you go back in to send someone out. So because this scroll bar here is so small and it's so hard to pick, and you've got these three suggestions to try to find these guys, it's kind of a pain in the butt when you're constantly scrolling. See, here I was trying to scroll and it proved my point right there. So I clicked that by accident, and I do it with my finger when I'm trying to scroll down everything. So my suggestion is when I'm scrolling along here and I accidentally click a button, I can't click him. Let's say I keep scrolling past and I don't even realize that I've added him. Trust me, it happens a lot. I don't pay attention. I'm just trying to flick through because I'm trying to get to the end. I know that I've got to go a long way. And then I get halfway down and I realize that I've got someone right up here that I passed a long time ago. So I was hoping that if I click on him, instead of it popping up this cool thing here of whatever this is, instead of that, it would do exactly what it does when you're setting up your formation. It puts a little box down here, and it gives you the option to pull up that box that we just seen or remove him. That way I don't have to scroll all the way back up, click on him, and then scroll all the way back down and at some point click someone else who hasn't been clicked or shouldn't be clicked as well. So that's my quality of life suggestion for that as well. So again, these are just suggestions. Some of them I think would really, really help. Some of them are just, lazy. It helps the lazy stay lazy. So, and we all like to be lazy. So anyway, did I miss any? Let me know in the comments. What quality of life change would you like to see? Was I wrong in all the ones that I suggested? Let me know if you like them. Let me know if you don't. And if you want, just click on your character's face, go to feedback, and right here, and you just copy this and go on there and fill it out. You can actually get a free gift, win a mysterious gift. So if anybody wants to use any of my suggestions and go and do that, feel free. I'm okay with that. So yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. If you like what you've seen and you want to see more, hit the like button and join the Hive and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye.